The Premier League is back. What do you guys think about that?
Finally,
So-
the days are upon us.
Yeah. So what better way to start than the big fixture that played this weekend? Man City, Chelsea.
We're starting there.
We're starting at Chelsea. Man City, Chelsea.
No, I get people
The
say
game
they,
ended
they,
2-0.
have, they have something to cook.
No, let the Chelsea fan
Okay.
tell
I
us.
want to hear
firstly.
from the Chelsea point of view. What do you think about the game?
No,
How did it go?
there's so many different aspects that got to the result that was there. And if you watched the game and you don't just watch highlights or see a scoreline, you can see that the result does not necessarily reflect the entirety of the match. First things first, guys, this guy Anthony Taylor must never ref a Chelsea fixture ever again. I can bring many examples where bruh,
we love
in
Taylor, man.
the semi-final against the same team,
Yeah.
handball didn't get called. Fine, there's new handball rules, so that's why the Kovacic thing did not amount to a handball.
Yeah.
Because there's a
You
new
know, was
handball
good,
rule,
surprisingly.
right? And then other fixtures as well, bruh. Anthony Taylor is Chelsea's biggest problem right now.
So
Let's
you
not
think
even go
you
to
think
owners
the
or-
reason you guys lost was the ref?
No,
he's not saying that.
not that. That's why I said there's many different
So why are
aspects.
you blaming the ref?
No, I'm saying there's many different aspects. The
Yeah.
first one we must
It's the
address is the ref, right?
Okay.
The second one is sloppy mistakes that were made by Chelsea's defense. And that's something that has been going on throughout preseason. Fair, and this team, new coach, you know, they're still learning how to keep the ball and invite pressure. That whole system of playing out from the back, keep the ball, invite pressure. They're still learning that, so it's okay, fine. And not eating up your chances. That thing is killing Chelsea a lot.
Jackson, he was missing a lot of chances.
Man, wasn't the only
Jackson.
Jackson.
It wasn't just
Jackson,
Jackson, right?
you guys,
He's the scapegoat because he's the guy who's supposed to be scoring goals,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then, I mean, when Chelsea bought him, we knew he's like a volume striker. He'll score you goals, but he'll also miss a lot. So
I think that was
that's
the difference in that game.
in summary.
Because Man City got chances, they scored. Haaland scored.
Exactly.
You know?
That was the main difference.
Yeah.
And even Pep himself will say, or Ebra, he saw in that game that this is a really good team. They just need time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really dominance as some would like to have it out there. It was just fair game, man. Fair game.
Yeah. So let's start with the first half. First half, Haaland scores, shoving Cucurella. What do you think about him in that game? He was poor. He was like Cucurella against
No.
Savinho.
Yeah, against Savinho, he was struggling.
He was struggling.
Level
Let's not
thing,
lie.
no,
He played.
No,
He
listen.
played well.
listen.
He played well in the Euros, but I feel
No,
like that
listen,
first game
bro.
of the season
This is what happened.
was a tough one.
He was looking up Doku,
Yeah.
right?
But the
Doku
first,
had nowhere to go, and then they switched.
I remember, yeah.
Then Savinho came and he was giving that. He was giving.
Yeah,
He was giving that man work.
Yeah, from
And
then he was
And then
down.
Savinho got
Mm.
injured. But like first half, Chelsea were good, bro. Like
Yeah,
if
first half.
if you don't think Chelsea were good, bro, they control like they had 66, Man City had 34%. They were
I think
controlling
Lavia
the
is a
game.
good player in that midfield.
And then Man City
And
just
two penalties that were not called. Say it in that first half.
Yeah.
There was the opportunity where both of them, in fact, I think were Enzo. The one where Savino,
Enzo one was,
came
yeah.
and he pushed behind Enzo in the box.
not
Wasn't called for a foul.
Yeah, I've
And
also
then
feel
there
like
was the
wasn't enough.
Diaz,
enough.
and then there was the
that
Diaz
was a
where he was
penalty.
falling and,
Yeah,
caught his
yeah.
ankle.
Yeah.
that one could be a pain.
That chance as well, even though there were.
But my problem was how Enzo, your manager, set up the team.
Yeah.
He played Enzo as a number 10, bro. That didn't work.
And
He was playing double pivot.
Yeah.
Caicedo and Lavia.
Yeah.
Then Enzo in front of them.
Enzo in front of them. That cannot happen again, bro. Like Enzo he had no influence on the game. He had no
What
control.
position does Enzo play?
Enzo's
Some
not a
people say
10.
he's a DM.
It's not a
Some
10.
say he's a 10.
Who said he's a DM?
It's not a 10.
No,
He's
guys,
a
on and
midfielder.
there's
Oh,
setting up
Like a normal midfielder.
There's-
That's not a 10.
they're setting up a team
Mm.
and they're setting up a team for a fixture. That setup was for that particular fixture. That's why you had Lavia and Caicedo there. so that they're there to just disrupt and intercept. And Lavia was doing that really well.
Lavia was doing
so that's the reason why Enzo had to play higher up, right? But
Mm.
you'd see in other fixtures, you'd prefer Enzo deeper for creation, or to allow the midfielders in the pockets to drop deep, your Nkunkus or Drewsbury Hall, to like drop, and then that's where the creative outlet is. But in that fixture, you can't play Man City with a deep creative. They will kill you all the time. They will kill you.
Yeah.
The most creative player was Caicedo.
Me, I think it was Lavia.
No, it was Caicedo. Bro, Caicedo was the one distributing most of the passes into the box.
You know
he was hitting those.
You know what the stats say?
diagonals.
You know what the numbers say? It was Enzo Fernandez and it was Wesley Fofana that created the most chances.
Enzo, like Fofana.
Because he plays them long, even though he's the one who gave Kovacic the ball for him to run and score. But it was like, you see, back to the mid, like the goals were just moments of error. If it wasn't for that, then City weren't like dominating like that. Look at the first goal.
Remember the second goal? Then Kovacic just went through the midfield
Bruh,
so
yes.
easy.
That's
Tired
what they-
legs.
Like, bro, come
Tired
on.
legs.
Nobody
bruh.
in
Look at
this
that.
Premier League,
Enzo.
no one looked fit.
Caicedo.
Any team.
Yes.
But you can't allow things like
Nah,
that.
man,
No, bro.
You're playing home. First
No
game
team
of the
looked
season.
fit in this except for Brighton. Brighton was the only team who looked
That can't
miles.
be an excuse.
That's what that can't be an
You're
excuse.
It's not an
playing,
excuse.
you're playing home. You're playing home.
So what are we?
Okay,
what are you
bro.
saying?
What are you
Playing
saying?
him against the better team.
Yeah, but
The team that's
show
won
us
the
a
four
fight.
The
times
team that's
in
won
a-
a dynasty run. You
Show fight.
when last did you guys beat them? First game, whenever.
Community Shield. But we're not talking about Man U right now. We're talking
Yeah.
about Chelsea.
I'm just saying, bro. It's first game of the season. People are back from the Euros. Some players just started training a week ago.
Jackson, for an example, Palmer, another
Palmer.
one's an example. So
Cause
they're
they're
not
not-
gonna be in tip-top
So
shape.
nobody's in match. Like
Yeah.
you saw every team this week that played, bro. Like that had players, bro. Everyone was miles of the pace.
Yeah.
Teams by the 30th minute they were just working now. They were tired. Like the intensity wasn't. So I give it time. You'll see by December. You'll see.
That's like 10
Yeah.
games.
So
Yeah,
before the
10
game,
games.
obviously, I don't know if you guys heard that Raheem Sterling released a statement for not being in the squad. Did you see that thing? What do you guys think about that statement of Raheem not being included in the club? In the
Okay,
team?
this is just my personal. I haven't seen this on social media or whatnot,
Yeah.
but this is just my personal feeling.
Mm.
There might be, maybe it's a reach, but there might be some bad blood between him and Enzo Maresca from the City days,
Yeah.
right? So that's just my hunch. Cause how can you go to pre-season with the player and he's a good starter and he was okay?
And the
But
first
then-
game against Man City.
The first game he's not even on the bench.
Imagine.
Whereas when you look at both fixtures from last season, he was cooking. He was cooking Walker
And
in
you guys-
that
and
4-4,
in that fixture,
and
yeah.
he scored in
and
the
you-
1-1.
And you guys
And he
didn't
always
lose
plays
to-
well against
And you
Man
guys
City.
didn't lose to City last
Yeah,
season.
so you can tell
Yeah.
there might be some bad blood there,
Mm.
but I mean, I'm not entirely complaining because there are players that I feel like in the team right now that are starters in that position better than Sterling, Felix and Pedro.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about like obviously now Felix Pedro's in. How many players is that now, bro? 43 players. When I was looking at the squad list,
Yeah.
you guys now have
Yeah,
40
no, wait,
players in
Let's
that
go
team.
into it. Let's discuss, bro.
I feel like Chelsea now is doing too much.
No,
You need to
Chelsea
reduce.
the last
Because not
3
all of
years-
those players are gonna play.
Chelsea the last 3 years have spent how much is it? 1.23 something billion pounds in the squad. Now the problem is, what is the vision
Yeah.
of the board at Chelsea? Do they want to find the youngest thing? Because they're buying everybody from South America, this guy from Norway,
Players you
that
don't
guy
even
from
know from Brazil,
Exactly.
Colombia.
So the thing is, are
when
they
they
buying
come, they don't
these
even
players?
play.
Are they buying these players to sell them in the future for more profits? Are they buying them to build a squad? I'm sure even Chelsea fans, you guys don't understand.
Yeah, Chelsea fans, I'm sure you guys are even confused.
It's pretty obvious. It's for profit. Because if you're gonna buy young players, you can just buy any young player. You're buying all the wonder kids.
They're buying them.
So that's clear.
But like,
division,
okay, what do you
right?
think about this?
Have too
situation?
many players.
Like,
there.
Do you think it's a good thing for
Okay,
the
no.
team?
Let me ask you as a Chelsea fan, what do you want, bro? Do you want you guys to be competitive eventually, or do you guys want to keep the cycle?
My thing is, when they arrived at the club, they said they have a 4-window experimenting period, and the 4th window is about to close. So as a Chelsea player, there's obviously Chelsea player, as a Chelsea supporter, there's always the disappointment of the results and where we end up on the log. But I feel like if I'm gonna judge them thus far, it'll be kind of premature, because they did from the get-go. As soon as they arrived, they're like, give us 4 windows and then you can start judging us. So this season onwards, that's when we can be like, okay, we've given you enough time, show us what you can do, right? Now, to your initial question about 43 players, I bet you can't even name half of them,
Bro,
right?
there are too many.
So
and you guys are still adding
that
on.
should be an indicator. Most of these players are not going to be match day or squad players. Most of them are going out on loan. There's still a few that need to be released. I mean, you saw there are
Lukaku is
others.
still there.
There are others that are not back.
Joe Felix is back.
There's
and
others that are
Pedro Neto.
training with the youth team. There's others that Gallagher's just left today. So you can see that there's obviously Maresca's been given you can say like a buffet. Like, okay, this is this, and then pick and choose what you want.
I don't think that's good for a manager though.
Nothing.
When you have
bro.
Nah, it's not.
when you have
though.
too many like 43 players.
But you cannot
if
fail,
you look at
bro.
the
Like,
look at the right side,
excuses, though.
there's Pedro Neto, there's Cole Palmer,
Okay, bro. But
there's
then,
Ryan Sterling.
But everyone's gonna want
How
to
many
play.
wingers
The
were
players
you?
that they
Wait,
brought
let
in
me
are
finish
And
this
all of
point.
those players, right,
Yeah.
are very good players. And
Sure.
obviously not all of them are gonna start. Like
Exactly.
obviously Cole Palmer's gonna play. So that means Joe Felix, where is he gonna play? Because Enzo has to play. Caicedo has to play.
Let me.
So many players are not gonna play. So
So
what are you guys doing?
When Maresca came in, the very first thing he said was, I want to play or utilize players that are multi-position playing
just like
type of players. That's the reason why Chilwell is leaving in the first place. Because it's like, yo, dude, besides this, what else can you do?
But it's also
When you look at, I'm gonna make an example
as
of a
well.
player that you don't know, but he was bought for this exact reason. Renato Vega, ne? He came on, the young guy, he came on like late in the game. He plays left wing, wing back. Ne? We're gonna use him as a wing back, but originally he's a
he's a
midfielder.
midfielder, yeah.
So that's what he's looking to do.
Bring him
Same
left
thing
back,
with
yeah.
Reece James, Cucurella. That whole thing doesn't just end with play different positions from the back. Same thing with the attackers that we have. Cole Palmer can play right wing, he can play attacking midfielder. Nkunku can play attacking midfielder, he can play false nine. Pedro Neto plays both wings. Joao Felix plays attacking midfielder and wing.
So wait, so that means for Chelsea, we're spending a long time with Chelsea, but I just wanna know.
The depth,
So what do you think that's a good thing?
it's
What's
a good
happening?
thing. The
Also,
depth,
have something-
look, the
don't think
depth
so.
is around.
You know,
Too many
it's
players
things,
and
that's why things like Sterling is gonna happen.
Let
You know why?
me land this point. The depth is centered around players playing in multiple positions, so that should there be injuries, like we've been having injuries, you have someone who can replace them, because this person doesn't just play this one position.
Look at you guys. When someone gets injured, who's gonna play? Johnny Evans.
Why not as many?
I'm
Let's
just
just
telling you. I'm just telling
He's
you.
making
Okay,
an example,
so-
a valid one, but he's making an
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Johnny
right?
is the only reason why he got a 1-year deal extension is because you guys don't have anyone at the back.
Nah,
That
they
guy
signed.
shouldn't. That guy shouldn't.
They signed,
be
we'll
there.
get there,
Yeah.
we'll get there. But
Okay, so
the whole Sterling situation, and to kind of wrap this whole thing up, ne? With the whole Sterling situation, he even said after the game, I have a list to choose and I make decisions, and that's that. And you can't really fault him. If you have decisions to make out of 43 players, trust me, you are gonna upset a lot of people. So he made the decision, he's the head coach, I'm happy with it.
okay, so that was enough about Chelsea. Man City, they won the game, right? They beat Chelsea 2-0. Haaland scored. Kovacic scored against his former team. What do you guys think about City? Are they gonna cruise through the season like last season?
They're gonna come to the party late, bro. That's my
No.
But they're already starting very
Man City
hot.
will be Man City, bro. Like, I don't know what people want anymore from Man City. They're just gonna do their thing, and it's up to Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, United to give them a hard Villa to give them like a run for their money, bro.
And their new signing,
It's that simple.
their new signing, Savinho. Hey, what a player! God.
I love that boy. Yo,
It's already
I feel like he's gonna be a good addition.
He's already a
Man City.
Riyad Mahrez. Plus he has
that's
his
number
number.
26.
So he's already a Riyad Mahrez. He's gonna come alright. I mean, any young player that signs under Pep, generally they'll do well.
May I say Haaland was the stats, bro?
The
100 games, 91 goals.
Yeah, 91.
But honestly, is it
Nah,
for
that's
me?
crazy,
I'm not
bro.
downplaying how good Haaland is. But dude, you play for Pep Guardiola. It's kind of expected.
Haaland is
like,
No, but that's that.
But also that is crazy.
I saw it.
90.
That's what I'm saying.
goals,
I'm not underplaying his talent. I'm just saying when you play under Pep Guardiola, you are bound to
score a lot of goals.
your numbers are gonna shift.
Like Flea.
You know, when you compare, I'm just gonna make a quick comparison. You had Mahrez, Eden Hazard. Mahrez, throughout the seasons in the Premier League, he's played about close to 40 more games than Hazard. Hazard obviously has more goals, but I think he has like one more goal, if I'm not mistaken. He has like 85 goals, and Mahrez had 84 with 40 more games. But in terms of assists, Mahrez had more assists. I think he had like 61, and Hazard had 50 something. So that already tells you, like, he's good, don't get me wrong. Mahrez is good, right? But when you play under Pep, just know that those numbers are gonna go high. Because it's so much easier if you are Eden Hazard and you have Morata to pass the ball to, your chances are lower than if you are if you are Mahrez and you have to pass the ball to Aguero. Come on.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, the odds are higher simply because of the quality of player.
Or like I always say, Pep system is steroids, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you see a player come off his system, the numbers, everything is just. And people think, bro, this guy is a bad player. No, he's not a bad player, bro. He was just in a really good system that inflated his
Spoken from
numbers.
experience, Gabriel Jesus.
Also Bundy.
Okay. Yeah. So that's enough of Man City, Chelsea. Chelsea lost. Maybe next game they'll pick up. So the next game that played was Arsenal against Wolves. Easy victory for Arsenal. 2-0 against Wolves. Saka, Havertz scored.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal. Do you think they have the energy to push the same spirit they had of last season?
You know, it's kind of difficult judging things from one game. I don't like to do that. One game plus also looking at pre-season games. I don't like doing that, but there's obviously many factors that go into a season. There's cup games, there's European games, so time will tell. But so far, even in game, they just look to be the same Arsenal from last season. It's like they didn't lose a step, they just continuing, right?
Yeah.
And we know that they got to where they were last year because of consistency. So we'll see. We'll see if they can keep that up. But to me, they still look like more of the same. It's not like, wow, suddenly they haven't really upped their game. They just seem to have continuation from last season.
Yeah. So Libza, you're an Arsenal fan, bro. Havertz scored. Do you think you guys need a striker or Havertz is fine?
Nah, bro, we are buying a striker.
You are. So
I
you think?
mean, Ivan
So
Toney is
that means
available
Havertz-
for 65 million.
Where's Havertz gonna play? Because he's
Like
performing.
that.
He's performing. Havertz is
I don't
performing.
know who's he gonna play, bro, but like
Attacking mid.
yeah, we could play that, but then
Party played
but
well.
Party
With
played
Rice
well.
as
That guy who didn't play well was Odegaard. Odegaard was horrible.
But would you bench Odegaard?
Yeah, that guy's garbage, bro.
Now you mad.
Oh my
Now there I have to stop.
Bro,
you.
no.
No, say he was
Let me
garbage.
talk.
He was garbage in that game.
Let's hear your point.
Ah,
Yeah, that
garbage
game.
in
In that game.
You see, I say it's garbage
Garbage.
because let me talk. Let me tell you why, bro.
This guy.
For what Arsenal want and where Arsenal want to go, Odegaard is not good enough.
What do you mean by that?
What?
Like,
No,
what do you
he's
mean
just
by
not good enough. He's not, bro. Do you know, like, we need Ozil right now.
Ozil is not there.
No, but I'm just
We're talking
saying.
about right now.
I'm saying
Come
if you watch the game,
Mm.
we played against Wolves. If we had Kevin De Bruyne or Ozil, would have beat Wolves by 7.
So you saying he doesn't have
Odegaard, when he has the
progressive
ball, right?
passes or what?
Odegaard, when he has the ball, he doesn't make the correct pass. Right? There was an incident where Havertz was running in between 2 defenders. Martinelli was on the side.
Yeah.
Instead of taking the risky pass, he plays it safe. He goes to the side. Same thing happens second half. Havertz is running through in the middle between 2 defenders. He can hit that ball into space. What does he do? He passes to the side.
So what are you?
But
What I'm saying is, bro, against the bigger teams, when we need a player who can, who's that decisive, who can just ping a ball and just open the game, he's not gonna be our
I
guy
have
for
a
that.
question. Just a quick
So
question.
what do you play that position if not?
Wait, I have a quick question.
In
Yeah,
Arsenal.
I was about to say that.
No.
Name a more creative player in that Arsenal
Arsenal
team.
team.
and even if they were to sign someone,
A more
Yeah,
creative.
that's what I
Okay,
wanted to
no.
say also.
Explain what's creative there.
Like the example
what
you
if
made
literally
of the
you-
Bale.
Saka
creates chances.
can make more chances.
Is he a better
But he's a
creator
midfielder.
than?
bro, Odegaard
No,
plays
Odegaard is
well.
not good enough.
Odegaard will enter into or any of our
Oh,
teams
stop
right
lying.
now.
Okay, maybe
Meant
only Chelsea. No,
He would.
No.
He would. I'm
He
telling
would,
you, bro.
He would.
Not
bro.
Chelsea.
He would make it into Chelsea.
Not Chelsea.
Man City would.
Chelsea has better players than that brother, bro. Like
Who?
Man City. Bro, stop it.
Bro,
No,
he'll
Chelsea
make it, I'm
No,
telling you,
no,
bro.
no, no,
Over
no.
Kevin.
You guys are overrating Odegaard, bro. Just do me a
As
favor.
an
Watch
Arsenal
him.
fan.
Watch him.
I watch him.
I've been watching this guy for 3 years now. It's not something I'm making
So
up
you wanna
for
replace
yesterday.
him right
Yeah,
now?
bro. No, bro. Who are we gonna replace him with? We don't have the funds to buy that caliber
That's
player.
what they'll say.
We don't have the funds.
No, the funds are there.
No, we don't, bro.
The funds are there.
who
The
gonna
problem,
buy?
the problem is the whole PSR system.
Exactly.
Which is the reason why players are signing for 9 years and stuff. That's the
Yeah,
loophole.
PSR is on everybody's.
Yeah.
Is on every club. So, bro, I'm telling you, Odegaard, for what Arsenal want to go and what they want to be. If Arsenal wants to be a dynasty like Man City, Odegaard is not gonna be that guy.
You think
He's
he
not.
won't be there?
Bro, what part of this are you guys not hearing, bro? This guy is not
Last
good
season,
enough.
He's not good enough.
Good enough for
You guys
what?
see, you guys
To
are
win the
watching
league.
highlights. That's your problem.
We watch
No,
Arsenal.
that's your
Watching
problem.
I feel like you asking
What?
too much. No, you
From
asking
him,
too much.
yeah.
from
Okay,
Odegaard.
you
Odegaard
know you
does
haven't
what
won the
he's
league in
doing.
20 years, I hear.
What about that? What's your point?
No,
That's-
bro, it's
But that's not
time.
the point.
What?
bro.
No, it's a point.
That's not the point.
that's not
bro.
the
Bro, you know how long
You guys,
20 years
you guys
is?
also were rebuilding. The same thing.
Yeah.
Also, you guys
no,
were rebuilding.
we're not a joke as level.
No, you guys were rebuilding.
Bro, you lost 20 years.
I know what's 20 years, but
Okay,
let's not wait.
and then we have the squad to do it, ne? And we don't have an attacking midfielder that could.
Bro,
Okay,
you guys
no.
almost won the league.
Okay,
What
no,
you guys,
no,
what
no,
are you
no.
trying to say?
You had
Okay.
Ozil.
Sharp,
You had
talk.
Ozil.
What is he
Listen,
saying,
wait,
this guy?
you had Ozil. Did you win the league with Ozil?
Exactly.
The squad was okay, bro.
Ozil was there. You didn't win the league. What happened there?
Mustafi, Koscielny.
That's what we're saying. You
The
say
Meta Saka.
you're mentioning one player.
One
the same
player.
as
Bellerin.
Odegaard.
It's Odegaard. He's had other
You
players.
make,
come on.
What are the other
Okay,
players?
okay.
You
No,
can't
tell me.
name
No,
Odegaard.
wait, tell me. If Ozil was in the squad.
Would you win the league?
Would you win the league?
Nah,
there's no way.
let's not do
Nah,
ifs.
No. Somebody tells us.
Yeah, I
let's
think let's
not
not
do
do ifs.
Bro,
Yeah.
tell them.
Yeah.
So let's Wolves against Wolves. Fine, that's your point. Ozil wasn't.
Nah,
Odegaard wasn't
That was
good
the only
enough.
man.
And
No, Odegaard was garbage.
Cool.
That's the only man.
But
Saka.
other
Saka
aspects,
played.
yeah.
And you didn't read Saka.
I still don't read him, bro.
He performed, bro.
Magic.
I mean, like, bro, like everybody's just handing out. Everyone's
It's
a
fine,
good
guys.
player.
It's the
So,
first
I
game.
don't
It's the
understand.
first
Bro,
game
like,
of the
Yes,
season.
the first game we'll see it.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
what I'm also.
It's
That's
the
the
first
thing,
game of
bro,
the.
like-
It's against Wolves. No
Yeah,
offense,
like-
but
and it's
it's
a home
against
game.
Wolves.
I mean,
It's a home game.
that was, it was
And it's still won.
Yeah.
it was more of a procession.
Yeah.
Just beat them 2-0, go home. Like
Your next game, Aston Villa. We'll see
Arsenal looked miles
Yeah,
of the
good
pace.
evening.
I mean,
Awesome.
We
Arsenal
will be there
looked
at
so
Villa
tired,
Park.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
next
your
game
next
is at
game.
Villa
And
Park.
So yeah, let's move on. That was Arsenal versus Wolves. The next game we're moving on to is the game that played Friday night.
Yeah.
Man United against
Take off.
Fulham.
Let's hear it.
So we won 1-0.
Nah, talk.
My view on the game.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, Diva? You're Manchester United. fan.
Manchester United, the first game they played well, to be honest.
Mm.
The thing that I would say they didn't do well was finishing. But
Yeah.
the performance-wise, I would say they played better than last season.
There's progression.
There's progression.
You can see what's happening. Yeah.
But they have to work on what? Finishing, because you can't go 1-0
In-
Fulham against Fulham.
Just wait, give the explanation a bit more.
So,
like
players-
progress in what
To
aspect?
what?
In terms
Like,
of
Okay,
last season,
okay, let me
from
say
where to
something.
where?
in
Let me
terms
say-
of what? Let me tell you. Last season our defense was bad. Last season, né? We signed who? We signed the left. We signed who else? Euro, but he didn't play. Maguire played well.
You had a
That
game.
Moroccan
you had a
dude,
good
you
play.
guys signed a
Also
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui. And was this last season who was playing? Wan-Bissaka.
That's a good improvement.
Exactly.
From
the defensive.
No,
No,
but
we're
like,
speaking about
we talk
the-
about
yeah,
the game.
the
We
game.
talk about the game.
Yeah.
We spoke about Arsenal right now.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Menu right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
So it's one game.
Another game.
Those guys, I would say they played very well.
Midfield is
Maybe they
looking
should
stronger.
The midfield, I think
That's
they
the
have to
problem.
also get another player because I don't think Casemiro.
Even if he played well.
Yeah,
We
I
still
don't
need
think
a-
he's a good. Yeah.
And forwards,
Yeah.
Forward.
Tell us.
Rashford has to buy. I always say this. I always say in the last one. Rashford has to buy. We have to get a replacement for Rashford.
no,
Because-
Jadon Sancho's there, guys. Why do Man
But-
United fans not? You have Jadon Sancho in
That's-
that position. Why
That's,
does
Jadon
that's
United
on the
fans.
coach, bro. That's on the coach. I don't know.
United
He has,
Exactly.
he has an
Jadon
issue with
Sancho
the
is
coach.
there, but the
No,
coach
no,
is
no.
not
I
playing.
get, I get the
Yeah.
coach. What is your view? Should Jadon
should
Sancho
play.
get a chance to
He
play
should
that
play.
wing?
I think
He should play.
I think he should.
Seeing how he performed like with
Mm.
what's this Dortmund, I think he should play.
So, what's your ideal front three? What would you like to see?
Say-
Your ideal front three?
I say Rashford. Listen.
Nah, I just said Rashford should play. What do you say?
I think
What's this Zexi, the guy we bought?
Mm.
Probably Sancho or Garnacho.
In the
Rashford
middle.
shouldn't play. I'm
No,
saying
no, no.
it's front
Right
three. We're
wings,
talking about
yeah,
front
yeah.
three.
Mm.
Zexi, either Sancho or what's this Garnacho. That side Ahmad. I don't think Rashford should play.
Nah,
That's
Ahmad
my
should be-
Ahmad.
And then up front,
Yeah,
Zexi. Hoyland or
That's a
Zexi, it depends who's
Haaland.
fit.
Between, but
Zexi.
Holland is injured, so yeah.
okay, nah, that's good. If Yard
What do
thinks
you guys
that
have to say?
those are
The
the
United fans think United.
no,
play.
you're not my thing.
What's
right?
your view on the game? Because it looks like you guys have an opinion.
You see the thing I said about Arsenal and not really surprising us. I feel the same thing can apply to Man United.
United were mediocre.
Watching it, it seems like it's a continuation of last season, right? In terms of the tactics and in-game play, né? But they've patched up a few areas, and you can already see there's a difference. Like you guys said, in backline,
I said the
already
backline,
you can tell there's a little bit more solidity there, right? There's an
Last
improvement
season,
there, but that wasn't even the biggest of Man United's woes. The biggest of the woes.
If you remember, we were conceding a lot of goals last
Yeah,
Yes,
last
but
season we played.
guys, you have to remember
consider a
now,
lot of goals,
football
bro.
is not just like, okay, it goes from one side and then defenders flop and then
I
it's a
understand
goal.
what you mean.
The midfield is a very important, like
role.
your core.
That's why we're saying we
Right.
still have to sign midfielders.
And
And I agree with you when I say
Casemiro
in order for them to be like top, and the midfielder you need to get is a CDM. That's why when there's
Yeah,
links
true.
to Manuel Ugarte, I'm like, okay, cool. They
But
moving,
even
man.
that, we wouldn't-
They're cooking something, but
Right.
one thing we know is that it's
Cycle.
38 games, and you guys are playing Europa because you won FA Cup and we couldn't get Europa.
Bro.
So that's gonna be exciting as well, because now this is where squad rotation and depth counts.
They in trouble. These
And
days.
if Man United is still the Man United of old, we shouldn't get our
Bro,
hopes high.
nothing's gonna
But
change.
but it seems like no. Let me finish my point. But it does seem like there's an improvement there.
We won't say there's a drastic improvement.
Yeah.
We're just
But
saying
at
from
least the
defensive
decisions
level,
that are being made now are
Yeah.
better.
They
Let's
make
be
more
honest.
sense.
They
They
make
make
more
more
sense.
sense.
Like
Yeah.
we
Fair.
bought a new right back. We replaced Wan-Bissaka.
The signings are
They left. You know, we
No,
want
you
a
see,
defensive
in
midfielder.
terms
a
of the
striker.
signings, I'll
There's
be
a new-
honest. In
yeah.
terms of the signings, I would give your transfer period a 10 out of 10. Like all the signings.
maybe 7.
6.
I would say
Maybe
I
six.
Okay,
would
who's
say-
the flop
It's an
signing?
8, bro. It's an 8.
Now,
Like,
what-
I'm saying
It's right,
I'm
it's
talking
right.
about.
I'm not when I'm saying the transfer. I'm not talking about who you would have liked for what position. I'm talking about the signings you have
Right
made.
now.
All make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
So it's
bought
a 10
like,
out of 10 window.
you bought 3 players for like 90 something million.
They
That's-
all make sense. Xerxes makes sense. Masraoui makes sense. Delir makes sense. So it's, you know, it is kind of exciting. I can't wait to see that backline because the Martinez and who was Martinez? Jones. But Johnny Evans. So it's like, dog.
Nah, bro. You guys were terrible.
Why do you say
Let's
that?
see.
You guys
Elaborate
were
on where we would.
In the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elaborate on that.
Firstly, bro, there was no chemistry
With
with the team.
the whole team as well.
Like, okay, bro. Bruno gets the ball. Bruno doesn't know what to do with the ball. He looks for Rashford. Rashford runs. He does his nonsense there at the corner. Ball goes out. The substitutions, terrible. Rashford plays the whole game with no productivity. Bro, the manager, who did he take off? I think he took off Ahmad for Garnacho, ne? Garnacho comes in, impact. Same thing happened in the
I think with Rashford we all agree with that we don't like Rashford. That's like I think that's not a point because the coach. I think the reason he's playing is because maybe as a contribute the team.
Because you said about Bruno not knowing
and the
the
salary, so he
chemistry
has to
with
play.
them.
You understand? So
I mean, bro,
the only way you leave,
and everybody, bro. That
the
guy's
only way
always
you
playing,
leave,
bro. And you guys can't sell him. It's too expensive.
You understand
That's
what I
the
mean?
thing. You won't buy.
So
because
we have to just accept that he'll be there
Who signed that guy?
unless someone else will replace him.
Came from the youth.
No, I'm saying who signed him to this new contract.
We don't know, bro.
the board just got it. The
No,
new
but
board
like
just got
in
it.
terms
So
of how
I
you
don't
guys
think-
play, you guys also look miles off the pace.
the season is still long. So
But
it's
there's a
the
reason
same.
for that.
No, I
There's a
know,
reason.
I know,
Like you
I
said,
told them,
players
players
just came
came
back,
back,
so
but
people
like-
are not up to.
Yeah.
But like even with United, it's a new season. You're looking for something new, something fresh, bro. I saw same old. You guys were lucky Fulham were also off the pace or something.
Yeah, Fulham did play well.
Fulham could have beat you guys 2-0. So I don't understand what you guys saying we played good when you won by a French goal.
You know what,
Like
you guys,
we-
what I see now.
No,
You trying to compare
no,
this
no.
United to the United of
But
back
you-
when we were winning.
No, but no.
And that can't happen in one season, bro.
No, but I thought you said there's a progression already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's,
That's what we're
No,
saying from
no.
the defense. We mentioned from the
The
defense.
decisions they're making
Not
are better.
midfield,
Let's be
not
honest.
the striking force. We said defense.
Okay, so you think if you played a better team, you would have kept a clean sheet?
No, wait,
No,
no. I think
bro.
this is the point
That's
I'm trying
the
to bring
thing.
across.
You
ne?
see, I don't
it's
think
it's
you know.
not a new and revived.
No, that's
Exactly.
what
United
that's
team,
what-
that
that's
is
what we're
exciting.
saying.
I
That's
don't
what
understand
we're
what you
saying.
mean.
Wait,
Defensive
listen.
decisions
It's
We
not
buy
a new
better
and
defenders, bro.
revitalized.
Imagine last
United,
season.
I'm
right?
talking
But
about
it's
the
more
game.
of they are happy with the step. It's a step.
It's a good step.
You're not saying United's gonna go in the
And
league,
exactly.
No,
but
I'm
it's
saying
a
that.
step.
I'm talking about the game.
We saying we played better than last season.
They are seeing an
With the
improvement.
same
We
players.
sing and improve. It's not the same. If you can
But
say.
then again, it's one game.
It's the
It's
same
one
players.
game.
It's
We'll
one
see.
game.
We'll see against
So
Brighton.
even if I said we're
So
not
how can
playing
you
well,
say
that's the
It's
thing.
one
Even
game.
if I said we're not playing well,
Next
it's
game.
one
next
game.
fixture?
Okay,
Next
let's
fixture now.
Let's talk about the next game. The game that played yesterday, Tottenham versus.
Let's not
Leicester.
speak about Tottenham. Let's stop time.
The game ended 1-1.
You know,
Unfortunately, there was an injury for
you know
Bentancur.
when I was watching that game,
So,
ne,
yeah.
one thing I saw is that Tottenham, similar to United, are missing a core. Like they're missing a solid core. When I have to watch Madison play a free role and come back and do defensive duties and whatnot, sure, he has the stamina for that. He's really good at that in having a free role. But you need a solid, maybe double pivot that will make sure that they're able to absorb pressure so that when he receives the ball, he can actively like carry properly enough. Or if he's gonna be used as a distributor, then he should really have the players that are, effective in doing that. Cause I mean, it seems like the only outlet that they'll have in order for you to get the ball in the box, you wanna go through Son.
Yeah, I saw that.
True.
Son
that's
this
true.
way,
They're
Son
trying
this
to
way,
get
right?
to Son all the time.
Solanke is not your number 9. He's not dropping in deep to carry the ball and
yeah.
turn and try
He's
find,
not a Harry Kane.
right?
Yeah.
So in order to like fix that, you'll need a solid double pivot, something they had under Poch, which is the reason why the front three was thriving, because they had a solid double pivot.
But I think they can do that because they can play Saw and Mbesuma. You know,
right?
Because I think that's what he was doing like most parts of last season.
And
then there was a time where Mbesuma was injured.
Sure.
And that game they were playing, then Joko was playing DM. If you remember, then he got injured. They had to put Bergval in, and he had a solid game. But obviously he's a new signing. He's also young. He's not promising to the level.
You see, what I mean is not in terms of signings. Maybe more of the players just upping their game, because we can see the potential is there, but they just need to like step it up. Because Premier League, you hardly even have time for having a breather. As soon as the ball is on you, you already have to know your next 3 steps. So if you don't have a lethal midfield that is able to do that and execute it well, then you have games like yesterday where it's kind of like, and don't get me wrong, it's not discrediting Leicester. Leicester were very good. Leicester were good. Leicester's one of those teams that I'm looking at like, I think they're gonna survive. Someone in the preview said they see Leicester going back down. I think they're gonna survive.
But let's talk about, sticking on Leicester, Jamie Vardy, and he's still playing even now and still scoring goals. What do you guys think about that?
Legendary stuff. That's a Premier League legend. That's a player that you're gonna 20 years from now, when someone mentions Jamie Vardy, you're gonna be like, oof, oh, that
something
was once
Tottenham don't have.
you know.
It's the cup.
As he emphasized yesterday. So I mean, Leicester was also impressive. Not just Vardy alone, guys. Leicester is a pretty impressive team. I can understand why the fans became disgruntled with Maresca towards the latter part of the season, because they are quality. So it kind of happens, especially, I mean, Championship, they play more games than the Premier League.
And you also took a 30-point lead.
You see, so it's you messing up a whole lead. I can understand why they were disgruntled, right? But I can get also why they won the Championship. They are a pretty solid side, and given the fixtures that they have with the other teams that are not quite as impressive, not to really knock on them, like your likes of Everton, maybe Forest once in a while, right? I see Leicester as a better team than those two already, and it's just one game. So I mean, they have something on their hands. So it was a pretty good game, and I know it was a draw, but it was a good game to watch.
Tough game, So obviously now we're gonna have something new on this segment, because now the Premier League is back. I wanna get your guys' who do you think was the player of the week? Player of the week, definitely in the Premier League. I would say Kovacic.
For me,
player of the week. Mine is Kovacic.
For me, it's Bukayo Saka, man. I was watching that game, and obviously, as a rival, like, you have to hate, but watching that game, man, he was solid, bro. He was solid in that game. So that's my player of the week.
And yours?
So we assisted 1, scored 1. He masterminded the way.
Me, I'll probably say the guy from Chelsea. Impressed me.
Lavia.
Impressed me.
I had a game.
He was solid, bro. And given the fact that he's only coming into June because he missed the whole season. So
Ex-Man City players,
Bro, before we move, another notable. Let's not walk past the Brighton Everton game, and the reason I want to bring that up is because Everton was dubbed to be falling this season in the preview.
I said that,
right? And they got thrashed 3, but they got thrashed in style. Yeah, there was a red card for Young, but
I don't see Everton. What you guys see? I don't see it. They lost a crucial play, their DM on Anna to Aston Villa.
They'll be fine.
That's a crucial position for
Yeah.
the team, bro.
They'll
And
be
it
fine.
and it's gonna show. You'll see it during the season.
Like, you
Unless
see
they
it
make
all
a
the time.
signing.
Ah,
But
I don't think they'll make a signing.
Bro, why are you guys being reactionary
PSR
over
rules.
one game?
No, it's
The
not
PSR
that. But
rules.
We don't.
football
I mean,
speaks.
if United got club 3 now, no one's saying you guys are getting relegated.
No, bro.
Well, I'm just saying it's one
Everton.
game. It's
No,
one
And they
game.
all had a relegation scare last season.
yeah, that's what I was
That's
about
my
to
They
say.
point.
already have a points deduction
No,
for this
when you
season
put
again.
when you put everything
Anyway.
into context, their performance from last
Last
season.
season.
You remember they went on a run towards the end of the season on like a 3-game, 4-game, just getting clapped.
The only
Even
reason-
the previous season, they struck. They were
Mm.
down
Yeah,
there.
last
Bro,
season.
those-
So it's looking
Last
like it's
season,
going
didn't
down,
they have
and
like
they're
a
still
15
losing
point-
players.
Yes, the point
the
deduction
only-
matters,
exactly,
right?
That's the only
But
reason they got there.
that's not the only
Bro,
reason.
if they won those 15 points, would have been higher.
Wait,
in the
more.
But they were also
More,
not
it's a
performing.
factor, but it's not the only reason
No,
why.
they didn't.
Everton is not, bro.
Mm.
Everton is not themselves.
Yo,
Let me
and-
put it that way.
Before we move on, because like there's a crucial game we almost missed, Liverpool Ipswich.
Bro.
It was a very tough game for Liverpool first half, but as it went into the second half, Liverpool just got into gear
Guys,
and started scoring goals.
guys.
What do you
Tough
guys
game.
think about Liverpool?
guys, let's not do
Okay,
this.
let's not disrespect
What-
Guys,
Liverpool.
let's not make like Ipswich is not the new
Southampton or
Luton,
something. They are.
the
bro.
new Sheffield United.
They're
Come
going
on,
back down,
we
bro.
know that everyone is gonna be. Come on,
Feasted,
guys.
bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, everyone's gonna
like
face.
Mo said, opening fixture, tired legs, you know, people are not up to par.
It's a
So
procession,
if the
bro.
game seems difficult, it's only because of that.
If
Let's
this
watch the reverse fixture.
in December or January.
Let's
everyone
then
is at
you'll
full
see
speed,
when
you'll
people
see,
are.
bro.
Then you'll see that nah.
It'll be a
guys.
3, 4, 5-0.
But wait. I feel like we moved past the Brighton Everton game because we focused on how
West
bad.
Ham.
How bad? Wait,
West
how
Ham.
bad Everton are? Brighton, guys,
Mitoma, bro.
and no one
And
called
Pedro,
them
João
in the top
Pedro.
7,
And we
right?
didn't.
Brighton, don't sleep on Brighton, guys.
Now the
Yeah,
problem
it's
with
also
Brighton,
too
Do you
much.
think
man,
they'll be top
Yeah.
7?
nah, the problem with Brighton is they start like this and then they just
That's what.
Same
Catch
with
out.
Deserbi. Didn't you see how they ended
No,
with
the,
Deserbi
the,
last
the,
season?
the difference is they had European football.
no, I'm just saying.
Last
But
season
they
even with
They
European
don't.
football, man, they were killing.
It don't shock me. It don't shock
I
me
mean,
if
ask
they
United.
finish.
Ask United about Brighton. They'll tell you.
They're gonna make top 7. I see them making top 7.
I see
They're
them
stronger
being.
team.
I see them being 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 10 they'll make.
Yeah.
But your team must have no.
You don't see it.
Top 5.
I mean, I said top 5.
No.
But yeah, looking at how they
No,
performed,
man.
last-
Let's not.
last
But
match,
it's
yeah,
the
I
first
mean,
game, though.
Respect.
It's the first game.
No,
No,
respect.
besides the first game,
It's the first game. You
What-
cannot say West Ham are
what
promoted.
justifies West Ham being above Chelsea?
The names, the signings. That's what he said.
Nah, guys.
They're going,
That's
that's
bad.
the signings they brought in. They're not that bad.
So-
yeah, the signings that they brought.
They're
in.
not bad.
But like you say, what about Crystal
The level-
Palace?
It's good. It's a bigger level for them.
What about Crystal Palace?
What about them?
Do you think they can finish over those guys?
Don't look at Palace losing against Brentford as a no.
That's what I'm saying.
When you
Same
watch
thing
that
with West
game,
Ham.
it was
You
a
can't say
it's a
that.
game of moments.
Yeah.
It was a game of moments.
Firstly, bro.
But Eze, I think it was 2 free kicks that he had. The one obviously it was the ref blew the whistle, but the other one was good as well. And Eze looks like he's up to.
I'm surprised
Guys,
no team
Palace
signed
is
Yeah.
Palace is
They're like-
gonna cook.
This week is not a true reflection.
Yeah.
Everybody look
tired, yeah.
just off, bro.
Yeah.
Like in almost every league.
But there were elements that you can see that okay, there's gonna be a huge difference, a marginal one. Not because I'm supporting them, but I think we can all agree Chelsea are playing a completely different style. So I think maybe that excitement can be like, okay, there's a positive
Chelsea
we
it's
can
called
take
City,
away.
bro. It's first game City. We'll see them next
The
game.
next match though.
Because they played very well.
The
So
Premier
No,
League
I'm
beaten City,
talking in
bro.
terms of a difference when you
Yeah.
look at okay how they played last season, how they're playing now, right? It's just
different.
playing style, everything is
So
different.
different.
United as well, you can say defensively they are not that united.
Maybe I don't know, bro.
They are not that
I
united.
just see the season as they
right.
go.
I'm not
Yeah.
hating. Me, I don't know, bro. It's 10 out.
Yeah, niggas hate on our team.
No, I'm not hating, bro. It's 10.
You
Okay.
hating, but like Joe,
Yeah,
We'll
you have
see
to
after
accept.
10 games.
Oh,
We'll
sure.
see
Yeah,
after
that's
10
game week
games.
1.
So that's game week 1.
Yeah.
I think for now that's the video of the Premier League game week 1.
What was your goal of
It
the
was
of the week. Yeah, let's just do that. Your goal of the week.
Say yours, because I think you have one.
Mine, Kovacic. Yeah, that was a nice goal.
Kovacic.
Was,
Saka.
goal of the week.
Yeah, Saka also.
I think Kovacic.
Didn't cause.
Nah, Kovacic.
Yeah, that was a beautiful.
Kovacic's goal was beautiful.
Yeah,
Saka.
Yeah.
Saka hit the same kind of goal, bro.
Nah, but
Yeah,
Santos
that's why he
inside
was
the
my
ball.
player of the week.
Like the keeper touched it on that guy's thing. Nah, Saka's keeper had no chance.
Nah.
But okay, fair.
Okay, so that's our goals of the week. So that's the video of the Premier League. Hey, this one was a heated one, but we'll see as the league goes. That's the beauty of football. It's a 38 marathon. So we can say now Chelsea are on form or West Ham, and then the next game it changes.
Chelsea's a good team.
The next,
so
yeah.
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.